Hello guys, welcome back. So I got up today and I've just been talking to Loki all day and I said, you know what? I want you up front and center. I don't like what is going on. And all through the day we've been working together. We're slow cooking some good food on Loki's advice. We made some little bowl food to eat, like a little hard boiled egg, little jerky, little raisins, little these cookies that they're shaped like coins. They come from Japan. Well, they're not cookies. They're like crackers of some sort. He likes those. So we made that. And we're going to probably pick up that game that I told you guys about in Community Tab. Not enough people have voted yet, I think. So I don't have a magical number in my head, but when it seems like a decent amount of votes have come in, we'll decide. Ultimately, Loki decides what we do. I like to let you guys vote. I go, yeah, that's true. And we're having fun. He's become my hunting buddy. He liked the hog game. He liked this really crappy, terrible game we got down for hunting where I got killed by a bear because it was invisible. And, and my stupid dog kept going "Rawr, rawr, 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 rawr," at the bear, and so the bear got angry and came over and killed me. The invisible bear, because I turned around and I got killed by absolutely nothing, but it roared like a bear. So I got yeah, and we went hunting in that, and now we found this one about this deer hunting that just looks so dumb. And he likes stuff like this. If it's dumb and it's cheap and everything else, and people say how unbelievably bad it is, he wants to see it. And it's like 89 cents on sale, and we can't get out. As I told one of you guys, the cheapest burger in town is like $2. That's if you get it on 2 for $4 menu, so you gotta spend four. If you try to get a cheeseburger alone in town, it's two something, like 264. If you go across the street to the gas station for a better burger, that's about $6. I'm not kidding. If you go to the one sit down restaurant, it's 8, I think. If you go back to the DQ to try to build a meal because you go, wow, it's too expensive, it's like $11 to build a big burger meal. A big burger, because those $2 ones are like this. Um, Big burger meal, yeah, it's like no, the meal's like $9 itself, and then you have to add the drink, so it's like $11. So yeah, 89 cents in the grand scheme of things. Compared to that, it's not too bad. So we're making our food at home instead of going out. Plus, my breathing issues. And he reminded me to check the furnace filter, and we changed that. I know, exciting, but he's a good god for keeping on top of stuff like that because he knows my breathing issues were acting up. So he reminded me, yeah, you do have to clean that thing every so often, switch it out. And or clean it depending on the kind you have, but most of them they're disposable and just take it out and pop a new one in. And we're having fun. Odin's glad I'm back. Thor's glad I'm back. Freyr and Freya have been yelling at me through this video I'm watching of this is what you need. You have to come home. You have to come home. And Njord's been hitting me over the head with stuff, and I'm just dumb and I haven't been getting it. And we talked about stuff I have to work on now that I'm back, and I have to work on, having the trust in them, and I trust them completely, but you know what I mean. Sometimes for whatever reason you get it stuck in your head that this group of gods over here have all the answers I'm looking for. Really, any group of gods can give it to you. It's just a matter of realigning your priorities and just having trust and faith in the process and working with them. And I'm getting a sense that Freya's jumping up in the back and dancing all around because they were really loud in that video. It was like they were standing behind me shouting. So she wants more pig hunting games. That, and again, that's nothing that I've ever seen her, linked to, like say hunting. She enjoyed that game. She enjoyed going out in the woods and stomping around getting the piggies. Because remember, she is known as the sow, and because they're fierce. And in the old days, it was seen as a sign of fertility and abundance and everything else. So, she's really happy that we're doing this, and they're all happy. Norse gods, if you're a country girl to begin with, they're happy. They're happy. Not that they won't work with people from all over, but yeah. And Loki's really happy because he's having me do practically a daily beard report because It's growing in, but it's growing in at a glacier's pace. I've been growing it for a month and a half now, and it is growing in, but it is slow. And I said, I'm honestly partly doing this for my brother because he always wanted to grow a beard and he couldn't grow a beard either because his would get really patchy. But I said, I think had he had patience, had he waited 3 or 4 months, he might have got a whole beard because it's starting to come in now more. And I said the only problem is I like half of it's blonde and half of it's black. I said my brother was blonde. I have some blonde in my hair, I have blonde in my beard, but I said, there are no other blondes in the family. And he's like, yeah, I know. And so Loki's not saying, oh, we look like our parents, but honestly, I don't know where the blonde hair gene came from. I'm surprised we got the blonde hair, but not the blue eyes. But what are you going to do? So there's blondes somewhere in my family. How Nordic can you get? And we're just enjoying being together and celebrating. We probably will end up picking up that game, but whether or not we play it on the channel depends on how that poll works out. And it's just good having the Norse gods back in charge. I think we've needed to do this for like a year now. I think it's really overdue. It feels like getting an image from Odin of like dragging the trash out, metaphorically speaking. Not that other gods are bad, but you can get with a group of gods that don't work with you. And you can keep doubling down and keep doubling down and keep trying to make it work and keep trying to make it work and keep trying to make it work. And Putter, their lesson for you is how long are you going to wait to see if it works or not? Because if it doesn't work and doesn't work and doesn't work, they're your teachers too. They're like, damn, it's been a couple of years now. You're really determined. They'll wait to see, how long it'll take you to realize this isn't working out, and then you can go ahead and you can go back to where you came from. So we parted with a lot of people on good terms. Just you don't work out with every pantheon. You're probably not going to, and it's nice to be back home. I'm probably going to be taking VR temples and renaming them and giving them to all and sundry, and I think they're going to enjoy themselves. And we hope you guys are having a good one. I'm kind of distracted because we had a good snack with the beef stick and everything, but hunting game to get to, and we got good food cooking, and we gotta wait forever for that. But if you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm really happy to have Loki back. I ended up on I know there's Lokean Reddit. Shush, no judgment. And I usually go out of my way to avoid other Lokeans just because I've had bad experiences in the past, and that's why I do, in case you're wondering. And so I usually avoid others, but people were talking about some of the same stuff that's coming up for me. I don't care if normies make fictional characters, but nobody likes when, say, Disney tries to copyright Loki. Seriously. Or, they try to do other stuff. I get kind of annoyed when I make a serious Lokean serious. I make a serious Lokean video and something for a video game or something pops up after. Yeah, I play video games, but it's more like, here's something for children based on Marvel Loki. It's not Marvel Loki anymore. It's Disney Loki. Marvel sold out. So, he's not, I don't see him as a Marvel character anymore. I really don't. The moment they sold him, he's a Disney character now. So, yeah. So, we're just, doing our thing, and I'm not watching that new series. For me personally, I didn't like the trailers that YouTube thinks I need to see every 30 seconds. I just didn't like it. I do get sensitive and protective of Loki, like he's a big baby, even if he can take care of himself, and he's Loki. If he had a problem with this series, he could destroy the studio, but it's just I'm sensitive to how he's portrayed, because then, because I run a channel, I'm the one that's stuck sorting people out and going, no, that's not in the lore. No. So it's more like, don't make more work for me, is I think what gets me mad. Plus, if I think a depiction is intentionally humiliating or intentionally whatever, even if it's a fictional character and it's not Loki himself, then I'm like, yeah, I don't like that and I don't want that. Somebody had asked me about a book a week or so ago, and I said, we don't even have that book in my house because I got it. And in my experience, yours might be different. Sagan got upset on Loki's behalf, so I was like, enough said, and I binned that book because she was really upset. And for Loki, I don't think he liked how he was being portrayed because he was, foolish character in there. And it's, sometimes, you just don't like stuff, and that's fine. You don't have to, as a Lokean, you don't have to like and accept everything people do on Loki just because it's being done on Loki. You have every right to say, I don't like that. That makes me uncomfortable. I don't like how he's being portrayed. I don't care if he's being portrayed as a character in a fictional book. I really don't like it. Normies think they know everything. They don't actually work with their gods or believe they're real. So you have to remember that. Usually stuff doesn't bother me and I tell people to ignore it. But even for me, there are gonna be times when I'm gonna see something that's gonna make me really mad and we're just never gonna talk about it. So so if you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.